Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the sixth episode of the Red Force podcast. My name is Ari Talato. Joining me today is Christian Talato.
I'm so hyped right now. The hype
Ladies
is
and gentlemen, he's ready to go. Usually we start with a bunch of bullshit at the start, but Christian wants to get right into it.
I think I've worked out. I think I have worked out what the big theme of Whole Cake Island is, and it's gonna blow your mind.
It's gonna blow our minds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it. Christian, take it away.
Topic of the show: Big Mom and the Big Mom Pirates
Yep.
are left-wing extremists.
Left-wing extremists, Christian. What do you mean by that? Go into it, because this is quite a
So first of all, right?
statement.
First of all, we're gonna define left-wing extremism.
All right.
So I'm gonna say that's communism,
Yep.
Soviet Russia,
Yep.
the Iron Curtain, all that. Maoist China.
Yep.
Left-wing totalitarianism. North Korea right now. It's probably the only one left.
Yep.
So that's left-wing totalitarianism. And I'm going to explain why Big Mom is a left-wing totalitarian. Alright, so first of all, what is One Piece about?
Freedom.
Freedom! And what does Luffy hate? People who are not free.
Yeah.
The Big Mom Pirates are not free.
Right.
Alright. First we'll start from the top. Who's the supreme leader? Big Mom herself.
Right.
Alright. And what's her dream?
Her dream is to
Unite all the races
Yeah.
together. Now this might be considered a noble dream, right?
Right.
Except for one simple fact. She wants to alter them so they're at her eye level.
Right.
So she wants diversity, but she wants it her way.
She wants diversity, but she wants it equal.
She wants diversity in her way. She doesn't want diversity of people. She wants all the races together, but they're not diverse because they're all at the same height.
Right.
It's a metaphor for diversity of ethnicity, but not diversity of thought. A key point of left-wing totalitarianism.
Alright.
Alright. Big Mom wants ultimate diversity, but at the cost of the individual, as I've just said, right?
Yeah.
This is the main theory of why she's left-wing totalitarianism. Alright, so we see this in the Big Mom children themselves, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so we have people like Pudding, right? Pudding. She has to conceal her individuality to be accepted in the Big Mom Pirates. Her third eye, right?
Yeah.
She has to conceal the third eye.
Right.
Otherwise, she's mocked and ridiculed within the Big Mom Pirates. Now, people don't understand why Pudding is mocked, right? Because there's a lot of different races in Totland, right?
Yeah.
You got long arm, you got minx, you got long leg, snake neck, right? But they are diverse in their group, right? But as soon as you break from your diverse group, you are ostracized from your own group.
Right.
So let's just say there's a long arm, but I don't know, he's got like an extra leg.
Yeah.
Big Mom and the Big Mom Pirates would ridicule that person because they are different to their own group. Right?
Okay.
Symbolizing again diversity of ethnicity but not diversity of individuals. We can also see this in Katakuri, right?
Yeah.
Katakuri, he's got a broken mouth.
Yeah.
He hides this from his family. He doesn't want to be ostracized for his individual key aspects of his character, right?
Right.
So he's strong, he's dependable, but he's also an individual, right? And he hides this individual himself from his family. He doesn't want to be known as Katakuri the man. He wants to be known as Katakuri the pillar of the empire.
Right.
It's all about the purpose of the empire, right? As another key point of totalitarian left-wing ideologies, right? It's not about the individual, it's about the collective.
Right.
And this is what we see in the Big Mom Pirates.
Okay.
You're either against Big Mom, you're either with Big Mom or you're against Big Mom. We see this in her flashback, right?
Yep.
When she's a child. She rampages countries. She says, you're either with my dream or you die.
Yeah.
This happens a lot in communist states, right?
Yeah.
You're either with the communist state or you're against it and you're an enemy.
Right.
And this is in her dream, right? You're either going to help me build Totland with all the races and all the people together, or I'm going to murder you.
Yeah.
This is another allegory to this kind of politics, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Big Mom family are kept in line by two major factors. Love for their family
Yeah.
and fear from repercussions for Big Mom herself.
Right.
Now we see this a lot in totalitarian societies, right? There's people that love the cause, e.g. communism, right? It starts off, people love the cause. But then once they realize the cause is broken, they're only kept in line by fear of death.
Right.
We see this in Opera, right? He doesn't want to admit that he fucked up with Luffy in the prison books.
Yeah.
So he lies, he backstabs, he starts distrusting the people in the family. This is why the family is so broken and why it doesn't work well. Because everyone's trying to come out on top, everyone's trying to sort of undermine each other so they turn out in Big Mom's favour. They don't want to undermine the cause
Right.
of the family. And the family can be substituted for the state. Right.
Okay.
Because the leaders of the family are like the enforcers of a communist state, right?
Yeah.
They each own parcels of land, or like they rule over parcels of land.
Yeah.
So like you got Flower Islands ruled by Katakuri. He has citizens, and those citizens report to him. But then he ultimately reports to Big Mom.
Yeah.
All right, Big Mom denies her children freedom.
Yeah.
Lola does not want to marry the giant. Loki, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
want to marry him. She doesn't want to marry him. She runs away, disrespecting the family / Big Mom pirate state, and then she becomes the enemy of that state.
Right.
So any disagreement with Big Mom results in certain death.
Okay.
This is also connected to communist states, right? You go against the state, it's death.
Yeah.
What's with Big Mom hating her husbands? She gets rid of her husbands.
Yeah.
She hates men,
Right.
right? Another aspect of modern day left-wing politics, right? Big
Okay.
Mom gets rid of the husbands. She uses them and then kicks them out of the family.
I wouldn't say that would be in regard to these days left wing politics.
I would.
Probably that'd be in regard to Big Mom doesn't want any.
Yeah, anyone
yeah.
playing at her power.
Anyone
What's
at
the
her
difference?
level as her husband, she wants total rule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She gets rid of her husband. She kicks them out of the island.
She doesn't specifically hate all men.
She
just her
only
husbands.
likes her children.
Yeah, surely
She only likes people who are
Surely-
blood related to her.
gets rid of her husbands.
Alright. Big Mom is impulsive and malicious, right?
Yeah.
She goes out of her way to ensure her own rule.
Yeah.
And she's very impulsive. Like the cake situation right now. She's very impulsive.
Yeah.
She wants this cake, she's going to destroy the country for it. Right? This is also seen in communist rulers, like Mao.
Yeah.
Mao in communist China issued a decree that farmers must give all their grain
Yeah.
to the state, even scraps, right? And this was dreamt up the night before. This led to thousands upon thousands of deaths within the country.
Okay.
An impulsive, malicious move to control people. Another point in my argument that this whole arc is about communist or left-wing totalitarianism.
Right. Do you think Big Mom's illness is
I think it's an allegory,
allegory?
I think it's an allegory to impulsiveness. Because she's a very impulsive leader, right? She does what she wants.
She does do what she wants, but she is controlled by this. We see maybe
This sickness.
uncontrollable force. Do you think if Oda was trying to make this
This
point,
is.
he'd
I
be
think this is a
more,
very.
more clear?
This is a. Because people don't understand the motives in this arc, right?
Yeah.
People don't understand why we should dislike Big Mom.
Okay.
People don't understand why characters do the things they do.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to explain that right now. I'm saying the psychology of the Big Mom pirates is very similar to the psychology of people within communist states.
The Big Mom Pirates kind of also operate on like their ability and strength rather than
Well, not really,
outcome.
right? Because opera, we see this in opera, right?
Yeah.
No one trusts each other.
Yeah, but like, just because Perospero is like the firstborn, that doesn't give him a commander.
But he is
Opportunity.
commanding a lot. He's commanding a lot of shit.
He has a leadership role, but he's not one of the commanders.
Yeah, all the children have a leadership role
Yeah,
because they're the closest to Big Mom.
yeah.
So the closest people in a circle get leadership positions. It's not based off merit. It's based off family. It's based off bloodline.
You're so confident in this theory that you brought to us today. How much do you think Oda is intending for this
I think
to
because
happen? Do you think that's a key point of this message during this arc?
yes, and I realized this during this chapter this week with Katakuri. I realized what this was about.
Right.
All right. So more evidence, right? All right. What do you have to give up to live in Big Mom society?
Part of your soul,
A portion of your soul.
of your life.
Need I say more?
Right.
If that's not an allegory, I don't know what it is. Alright, you give up your life, and Big Mom gives it to her homies.
You give up your life for protection.
She takes your life and gives it to homies.
Yeah.
She takes what's yours and gives it to someone else.
But the people seem happy with that deal.
Do they? We don't know. We haven't seen the people at all. We've only seen Big Mom's family.
Right.
Like Oven. Oven a couple chapters ago was like, if you don't do this, we're gonna murder your whole family. That's another tactic within totalitarian societies.
Right.
Right? They threaten you and your family.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one of the final outcomes. I think this arc is about this theme, right? Because I imagine that all the four emperors are like big political ideologies represented in pirate groups.
Right.
Like Kaido's probably like extreme right wing,
Yeah.
and like Blackbeard's like some sort of anarchy or whatever,
Okay.
and Shanks is the good guy.
Right.
So I imagine all the four emperors are like big to political topics.
A dragon? Probably the biggest political topic he
Well, we
could
don't
have.
know what Dragon's deal is yet. Like,
Right.
we don't know what he wants. So, thoughts on this theory?
I can see some of your points that bring out this idea of maybe a communist rule over Whole Cake Island. The problem I'm seeing is these could like connect to just evil characters in a story rather than totalitarian.
Well, then
states.
why have the specific dream of uniting all the races together, but altering them, but shaping them in a way where it fits Big Mom's ideology? Diversity in appearance, but not diversity in thought.
It's not even like the diversity of thought. They just hate the appearance
Well-
that doesn't fall into line. We've seen this two.
I think that's an
examples.
allegory, though. I think that's what the allegory is.
Right.
Because they have like all these different races on the island, but
Yeah.
yet they're still prejudiced.
No one else could like interfere with Big Mom as well, which is
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know. Like, it's a good theory. I'd probably need.
This arc
More-
isn't over yet, so
more
we don't have
stuff.
the final point to get. Like Oda hasn't shown us the final point in the arc.
It's connecting dots, which seems like something like interesting. It's just like, what's kind of the difference between every like villain crew out there? Like, what's the big difference between Big Mom, her dream that kind of warps everything, or
Yeah, I think it stems from this dream. Everything evolves from this dream
right?
of uniting all the races, but doing it in her way.
We haven't really seen like her dream really come into play much in this arc. It's kind of just like an
Well, yeah.
underlying like thing that's
This is why I'm saying it's very subtle and explains a lot of character motivations.
they're stuck in this totalitarian rule and they wanna
They want to be their own individual and
they wanna be
escape.
free, but they're stuck in their family.
Yeah.
Do you
Like Lola, right? Lola wanted to have the freedom to choose her own way.
Yeah.
And she had to leave the family and is chased for it.
The thing is, like, do you think it's more of a narrative for family dynamics and like family abuse and bullying rather than like a communist state?
I think the communist state is the overarching umbrella, and then you have all these things under it, right?
All these themes.
Because there's communist state,
Yeah.
and then you've got bullying comes out of communist states, right? A lot of violence, a lot of coercion,
Yeah.
a lot of things like that. The bullying, I think, is from the narrow viewpoint of diversity in Big Mom's eyes,
Okay.
right? Remember her flashback when she was a child, right? She was trying to pull the limbs off Long Arms
Yeah.
because she didn't understand it.
Right.
We even see in her old age, she still hates Pudding's third eye. But yet, she wants this island full of diverse races
Right. She wants the entire world to come together.
to come together and bow down to her.
her rule.
Yeah.
It's an interesting.
It's not really a communist state as such.
Yeah.
It's a extreme left-wing ideology state.
She wants diverse races, but she wants no one to stand out.
She wants diverse races, but she doesn't want anyone to challenge her or challenge her idea of what diversity means.
What about her enjoyment in rare creatures and
She
things?
imprisons them.
Yeah, I think maybe it's more of a thing on like a childish view on how to show how childish Big Mom is. Maybe because she like loves to collect toys and she loves food.
Possibility, right? Possibility, very, very big possibility. But yeah,
What
she you can't rule a country on power alone.
What about Jonah in this arc, Christian? There's some.
Well, I'm talking about specifically about the Big Mom Pirates, right?
Right.
So, a lot of people draw a lot of sort of connections to Judge and his totalitarian views as well.
Yeah.
He wants to conquer, he's a conqueror, right?
Yeah.
So this could be a different viewpoint on totalitarianism
Yeah.
and like a power that's so great that no one can
How they both
argue it.
They both fall over in the face of true freedom.
Yeah. I think this is shown directly in Katakuri this chapter.
Right.
This crazy chapter that shows why Katakuri is like this. So like think about it this way, right? Everybody seems to like Big Mom in Whole Cake Island.
Right.
Just like everyone seems to like what's his name? Kim Jong-un, right? Everyone likes Kim Jong-un within North Korea.
Yeah.
But they secretly hate him
Okay.
because he does all this shit.
Yeah.
Big Mom is viewed as a supreme leader, right? We're introduced to her dream. Diversity at all costs.
Yeah.
She's even willing to destroy whole nations to achieve her dream. So she uses murder, fear, and extortion to achieve her dream of diversity. But yet, when someone stands out as an individual, she mocks them and she ostracizes them within the family.
The whole crew.
The whole family does this, right? So as long as you're within a certain category, you're fine.
Right.
But as soon as you make yourself known and as an individual, you're not fine.
It's an interesting thought to think about, ladies and gentlemen. What would you need to put this nail in the coffin, or what would you think would put this viewpoint that Oda's maybe trying to convey?
Maybe a line about it somewhere.
Like
a line.
Someone
because
said something about it.
It's very subtle. I didn't fully understand what Oda was doing with his arc until this chapter. And we're almost done with the arc.
It's interesting.
I think it's very subtle, and it's very interesting. Because there's not a lot of dialogue about this, right? There's not a lot of dialogue about the family.
I need for me to like see this as like legitimate. I can see a few viewpoints, kind of connecting the dots and making a little bit of sense. It's just like, do I think Oda would tackle this issue? Maybe.
I think he would. Otis tackled racism.
Yeah, but he was real clear about racism.
This is very subtle.
I would need a line in, like at the end of the arc, like
True freedom.
this is true freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom of the individual or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah. Because I think all the children are stuck under Big Mom's wing.
Yeah.
They're stuck being Big Mom pirates alone. They don't have their own individual ideas or thoughts. They have different temperaments, different kind of thoughts, but they're all exactly on the same page.
Right.
They do it for Big Mom, right? You see this with Pudding, right? Pudding's character, I think, is this exactly.
Right.
Originally bullied as a child because she's different, because she has something different about her. She stands out as an individual.
Yeah.
She's bullied relentlessly as a child. She then covers up that she's an individual by covering her third eye, making her seem normal and that she fits in within society.
Okay.
She resents this so much that she loves tormenting people because she can't be herself.
Yeah.
Right? This is why she sort of harasses Reiju, sort of taunts people. She loves killing people because she can't be herself.
Yeah.
At the wedding, Sanji acknowledges her true self and does not cower
Yeah.
at her third eye beauty. This fundamentally breaks Pudding's worldview.
Yeah.
That I can be loved as an individual, not as a collective.
Not as a Big Mom.
Not as a Big Mom child. I could be loved as an individual and not as part of the collective.
Yeah.
As she was because she's useful to Big Mom.
Okay.
This is what I mean by this. You can connect the dots.
It explains
It explains character motivations.
It explains characters in the arc that people might have trouble with.
Yeah, it's
or have
so
problems
subtle.
with.
So subtle.
Do you think it's maybe too subtle that it's just going over the top of people's heads?
I've heard no one talk about this.
Yeah.
So yes, I think it's going over everyone's head. It went over my head for like 60 chapters until now.
Okay.
Until this Katakuri chapter, which we will talk about because it's hype as fuck.
Ooh, did I like it?
Oh, I've got... It's... yeah, okay, so... I think this could be it. I think this could be the major theme of this arc.
So the political...
The political left-wing extremists.
Yeah.
So, something akin to communism.
Okay.
And I think this is where the sort of big hints are.
Yeah.
The soul tax. Big Mom takes your lifespan and gives it to someone else.
Yeah.
E.g. the homies that are solely dependent on Big Mom.
Okay.
Their existence is dependent on Big Mom.
Yeah.
Just like the poor are dependent on the communist state for food,
Yeah.
for sustenance, right? They worship, they worship the leader because the leader gives them food, they give them life.
Okay.
I think this is what the homies are.
Mm.
They're the poorest of the poor in the communist state.
Yeah.
The people on the middle class that give their life,
Yeah.
give their money, their food, quote unquote,
Yeah.
as a sole payment to give to the other people.
Okay.
And the family are the aristocrats and the bureaucracy.
Right.
They get to rule, they get to lead troops, but if they go out of line, they die.
Okay.
So I think this whole it's structured very
We see this with
coincidentally.
Perospero as well.
Yeah,
Big Mom will kill her family
He's
if they fall out.
afraid.
If they fall out of line.
yeah. A Big Mom will kill her children.
Yeah. We've seen that with.
We've seen that
Moscato.
before.
Yeah.
This is why I think Big Mom has to go down this arc. Because of this ideology.
The ideology is interesting. The themes are interesting. Does it make sense in the context of the story that Big Mom falls down?
I think
For something
Something-
so. For something so.
we're either going to break her character
Yeah.
or she's going down.
For something so subtle, do you think it's gonna have massive ramifications?
I think Oda's still waiting to drop the big bomb on what this arc's about.
Dropping the
Dropping this idea.
knowledge that connects everything together, like
Yeah.
it usually does.
Yeah. I think this is what this arc's about.
Right.
I think Oda's going to tackle a massive political topic with each emperor.
Okay.
So, you know, I think Kato's probably be like anarchy, right?
I don't know. It's probably like the strength.
The extreme evolutionist perspective.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's
So,
interesting.
yeah. I think that's what this is about.
Okay.
And I think people should know this. Because it ties everything together and makes everything more believable.
It's something to think about. It's an interesting thought that no one's really talked about. Christian came barging into the room.
I figured it out in the shower this
I
morning.
don't know, about 5 hours ago, and just started screaming about it. I'm like, it's an interesting thought. For me, it's like, I see where you're coming from, and I'm almost on board. I just need a little bit
Yeah.
more.
I'm saying it could be possible.
I just need a little bit more.
A little bit more. Maybe like a line from Katakuri that's like,
I'm like 80% there.
I've only been part of my family for so long, and now I view myself as an individual, which is what I think this chapter's about. But we'll get into that soon.
Do you want to...
Tell us what you think about this. Because I think it's extremely important to understand character dynamics in this arc.
Right.
Because a lot of people are like, why do characters turn on a dime?
Why are they so...
Why are they
sporadic?
so eager to betray Big Mom in a way?
And they don't understand motivation either.
I think this is the motivation.
It makes sense that it connects everything together. I need a little bit more clarity from Oda to make it...
We need a couple lines.
I just need a line or two.
Keep this in mind. I reckon this is close to what this arc means.
Yeah. Do you think we'll get that at the end? Like, when Big Mom's defeated and Katakuri's, I don't know, defeated. And...
Oh, I forgot about the security network.
Yeah.
All the massive security network within Toland.
Sure.
The homies are spies.
Everyone's a spy.
The sea slugs are spies. Everyone's a spy. Just like North Korea right now.
Yeah.
Everyone reports on everyone.
Okay.
There's no room for disobedience.
Right.
The homies report to Big Mom. The sea slugs tell where everyone is.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want this information to get out and spread to the world.
Okay.
This is kind of like Soviet Russia.
Yeah.
In a way. Everyone's a spy. They don't want things to go over the Iron Curtain. They don't want people to know what's going on in Whole Cake Island.
Yeah.
Another great point.
Do you just want to... any final thoughts on the topic at hand, Christian? Any...
I'll just be repeating myself at this point.
Yeah.
But I think this is massive.
And how soon are we to revealing this in the story?
I think we revealed it with this chapter.
Yeah.
It's subtle and it connects everything together.
Okay.
And if you want to talk about like other parts of the arc, like the Straw Hats role and the Germa's role,
Yeah.
because really the Germa are just weaker versions of the Big Mom pirates in a way.
Yeah.
Like Judge makes his children to be strong, he believes in them, but ultimately they're not as strong as the Big Mom pirates and they just get taken over.
Yeah.
Like Judge is like, you're no use to me, get out of my family. So I think Germa is just a weaker version of the Big Mom pirates in themes, right? That's why Big Mom has no issue taking them out. Because they're just a rival to her in a way.
Yeah.
They're just another state that she can absorb with her power.
Do you think the German represent the right-wing equation of totalitarianism? There's a lot of
Well,
Nazi
no, because
imagery.
the citizens of Germa are all clones and all mindless. Right? Their family are the only people with minds as such. And they're still monsters. It could be just... There could be another totalitarian society. And Big Mom has no qualms taking them out because they're pretty much the same as her.
It seems like she doesn't have any qualms taking anyone out.
No.
But that's part of her deal with her ultimate role.
Alright.
Alright, Christian, do you want to
Your thoughts in the comments.
move on to the next topic, Christian?
To another great topic. Chapter 893, Flappe, the 36th daughter of Charlotte.
Let's go then. Christian, the chapter we've been waiting for, I think. Now I called it. I thought,
You did call.
I said, we have to see the Katakuri fight this week. And we got full chapter of the Katakuri fight.
Very good. I said if this attack is real, we'll get a fight.
Yeah, and
it was
That's
real.
what we got.
So all my theorizing last week was pointless.
Luffy's guts is on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
We start off very interestingly with a little bit of recap.
Luffy screaming on the floor.
He's all fucked. He's so fucked. He's so fucked up.
He's just been taking damage.
He's just been beaten to death. This is proving Luffy's absolute determination of will to keep getting back up. So take us through the chapter. You know, where do you want to start with the chapter?
Well, we'll start from the start as usual.
Yeah,
Luffy gets the hit is real.
yeah.
Now implications for this is that Luffy is seriously damaged.
Do you think this scar's permanent, Christian?
Yeah.
Will we see a nice scar?
The scar's permanent.
Yeah.
This guy has to be permanent. Alright? So Luffy's hit. Katakuri is upset at this.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, why'd you get hit? You don't get hit by anything else, but you get hit by this.
Right.
Right? And he fucks him up more. He's like, Straw Hat, you disappointed me.
Yeah.
I thought you were stronger than this. As soon as I start admiring your skills, you let me down. Luffy's just like trying to survive at this point.
He's just getting beaten to death.
And then he gets beaten to death by the Mochaku, or whatever it's called.
The Gatling version of
The Gatling
hard
into the
mode.
ground. A bigger crater than anything I've seen in Dragon Ball Super.
Right.
So, Dragon Ball Super, up your game.
Alright.
Massive crater. Luffy's just hanging on to dear life.
Yeah.
Alright, he's almost knocked out at this point.
Yeah.
But then Katakuri, he is a little bit of laughter.
A little bit laughter from Flambe.
From Flambe. Flappe, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Luffy gets up. He's wobbling. They're still making fun of him. He remembers the flashback.
Katakuri's going over there. He's like,
What's this about?
it was you, wasn't it? It was you, Flappe.
Well, first, like, he notices them, and then she shoots another bullet. Luffy
Yeah, Luffy dodges it with Rayleigh.
The Rayleigh flashback, unconscious.
Is this Future Sight? Did Oda just stealth drop Future Sight in this?
It was an unconscious dodge.
Is that what Luffy's gonna unlock?
Well, Christian, from what I'm understanding, my fears are coming true that this power-up will just be a base Luffy and everyone would, and it'll just incorporate dodging.
Yeah.
This is probably a Luffy proving himself character moment more than a power-up moment, in my mind. Thoughts on Future Sight for the future?
This could
We
be-
talked about this already, but
Yeah, but like this moment right here could be Future Sight. I don't know. Could be, could not be.
from Luffy just
Dodging the silent
I
bullet.
think it's just like more of just an unconscious dodge because we saw the flashback. Rayleigh's like, go past your imagination into your unconscious to dodge this bullet.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting thought. The bullet's silent.
The needle.
The needle rather that Flambe shoots.
And has numbing properties.
Right.
That's why Luffy couldn't move his legs properly.
Okay. So Luffy, the only reason why Luffy gets hit is because of this
dart.
tranquilizing bullet
Yeah.
from Flambe. Assume that she has the gum fruit.
Yeah, the bubblegum fruit.
Yeah, that's why her body's all fucked.
Yeah.
It's interesting how people reacted to Flambe's design because they thought she was fat, and my immediate and exact thought was she has the bubblegum fruit.
Eric, another case of Oda introducing characters for a reason.
Yeah,
Everyone is upset. Why is his character doing here?
yeah.
She's not important. Why is she here?
She's a
Guess
character-
what? Oda does not do this for no reason.
Character moments for Katakuri and Luffy.
And Luffy, right?
Now he goes over.
Yes, she's a complete plot device, but this story has a plot.
She goes over. He
She's
goes
think-
over rather.
yeah.
She's thinking, oh, Katakuri's gonna love what I did. I helped him. I'm the best sister, whatever. And Katakuri very upset. He goes,
Very, very upset.
"What are you laughing at, you lot?" She goes to hug
She
him.
admits that she did it.
Yeah, she goes to hug him, and he rips off.
No.
He stabs himself.
First, he stabs himself. Now.
He stabs himself. Christian, this moment is the hype that we've been waiting for. Luffy, Katakuri, a true man, a true warrior. Now, Christian, people are getting crazy, right? Saying Flambe's only purpose was to weaken Katakuri, and I'm like, hey, fellas, Luffy also has a gaping hole in his stomach.
I don't understand this point at all. I don't understand this point at all. Because you know what? Katakuri cannot hit Luffy with that spear.
Regardless. Nothing was... If Flambe wasn't there, Luffy would just unlock Future Sight regardless. This makes it a character moment for Katakuri.
It's purely a character moment.
It's not about, like, your perception of power scaling and your reasoning for why Katakuri is losing.
And what a character moment it is,
Ladies and gentlemen, you can love a character. They don't have to be the strongest in the series, alright? Just fucking relax.
Amazing character moment.
This moment is the best moment in the arc so far. Thoughts?
I would agree. I'm about to tell you why.
Tell me. Please tell me.
Katakuri is the best antagonist in One Piece history.
Okay.
He's not a villain as such.
Yeah.
He's an antagonist. And this message is beautiful.
Right.
I love this message. Oda the Fantastic Dog with this message, right?
Go on.
Originally, Katakuri is about superficial pride.
Yeah.
A warrior shouldn't lie on his back. A warrior shouldn't be seen eating.
Yeah.
It's superficial pride. He asks Luffy why he doesn't care about this superficial pride.
Yeah.
Luffy, why don't you feel shame about lying on your back?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why don't you feel shame? Right? Another point, right? He really... As Luffy finds out his secret, right? His secret shame, which is his mouth.
Yeah.
Luffy finds out about this. Luffy not once laughs at him. Not once. He's only concerned about the battle.
Yeah.
He never laughs at him. Alright, this is important for this moment right here. Alright, so Katakuri respects Luffy after this battle, right? He starts off with, oh, you wanted a 1v1, huh, Straw Hat? Too bad you're too weak.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Right? But after this hours of fighting, he realizes Luffy is a man of will. And he realizes that superficial pride is bullshit.
Yeah.
It means nothing to lie on your back. It means nothing to be seen eating. And he realizes this in this chapter. Because, think about it this way, right? Katakuri is the pillar of the Big Mom Pirates.
Yep.
Stated multiple times. He's the big hero. He's the big brother of all these sisters, all these other brothers, right?
Yep.
He is the shining star of the Big Mom Pirates. And I've already explained what the Big Mom Pirates stand for.
Yeah.
Collectivism. Right? Katakuri must be accepted within the norms of the pirate group. Otherwise, he will be ostracized.
Yeah.
We've seen this within his mini flashback, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, the monster's coming. Oh, he's also strong. People don't accept him for who he is as an individual.
Yeah.
Right? But Luffy does. Luffy respects Katakuri as a fighter.
Yeah.
As a man.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't care about his superficial nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, Katakuri lies on his back. Oh no, I'm shameful.
Yeah.
I can't be the leader of the Big Mom Pirates, right?
Yeah.
The crew surrounding Katakuri is as much his character as Katakuri himself.
Right.
His legend has gone so out of hand that he is no longer an individual. He is part of the collective Big Mom Pirates.
Right.
He is the ideal of the Big Mom Pirates, right?
Yeah.
And in this moment, he says, fuck that, I'm an individual and I'm going to show you what I truly am. He rips off his scarf, shows the world
His face.
his face, his individuality, right? He shows the world who he truly is, and he respects Luffy so much that he's willing to even the playing field with him.
Yeah.
Because he wants to show true pride to Luffy. Right? None of this superficial pride bullshit. He wants to show Luffy that this is a 1v1, this is real pride.
Yeah.
This is not the superficial pride he thought before.
Yeah.
And he is finally an individual, and he can fight Luffy man to man. He no longer has the baggage of the Big Mom pirates on him. Beautiful.
Do you think that's symbolized with the Conqueror's Haki?
Yes, I have that point here, right? Katakuri realizes himself as an individual and destroys people with Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah.
He has achieved his will.
Yeah.
His will is now clear and strong. He is no longer a pillar of the Big Mom pirates. He is Katakuri himself.
Yeah.
Beautiful message. Absolutely beautiful. Shed yourself of others' wants and desires and be an individual.
Yeah.
The freedom of One Piece, beautiful.
This is
and this ties back into my theory
this is
early on.
This is interesting because like it goes deeper than what people originally think when it comes to One Piece. There's always a deeper message. And for people who don't think in a deeper fashion,
and it's true.
They just see this and like this is hype because I've seen this in other anime and manga. You know the prideful warrior, etc.
Yeah, but this is true manhood right here.
And
acceptance of your own self.
I've been looking around here and there and seeing people talk about maybe this is a bit too quick for Katakuri's character. Maybe Oda.
Maybe it is a bit too quick.
I think next chapter we won't see anything of this fight.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
But maybe later on in return we could have thought bubbles with Katakuri thinking about specific things such as what you're talking about.
He's finally himself.
Yeah.
He shed all that bullshit that was placed on him. He shed that.
Yeah.
And became himself. It's beautiful.
So we end the chapter with a 1v1 fight.
Fist to fist, apparently.
Fist to fist. Now, Christian, we know Oda doesn't write those, so that doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
Doesn't mean
shit.
It's just a nice little spicy taste.
Well, let's talk about Conqueror's Haki, right?
Yeah.
The Clash of Conquerors.
It's the best Conquerors we've seen so far.
Yes.
In the series. It's picking up rubble. It's maybe destroying rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe knocking out Flamme. I don't know how strong she is, but whatever. This gets me excited for one thing, Christian.
What's that?
Shanks, the potential of Shanks' Conquerors. We're seeing Conquerors move out from just a pulse that knocks out goons to actual destruction and damage.
Hell yeah.
This is just Luffy. This is not a Yonko.
This is Luffy and Katakuri.
Now, yeah, Luffy and Katakuri. Now, we've seen Big Mom maybe do a scream. Maybe Conquerors, maybe. We've seen Kaido in the anime do that scream as well. Maybe Conquerors as well. I don't know.
Kaido definitely has Conquerors. That's no question.
Yeah. We understand and know that Shanks has the best haki via Whitebeard.
Mm-hmm.
And that scene. With
Shanks
him
is
just
the
walking
king.
on the ship. Breaks Conquerors, right?
Yeah.
Tell me the level of Conquerors that we will see from Shanks. What is Conqueror's role in the story? And what will it do? Because right now we understand that it just knocks out goons and it's pretty cool. But what will... Assumably the greatest Conqueror's haki, Shanks, at the time being, Luffy probably going to surpass him at some point.
He's probably got island level Conquerors
Yeah.
that knocks out people as strong as like... Let's consult the power scale. I reckon he knocks out as high mid-tier.
High mid-tier, what are we going there?
So we got Enu, Oars, and Pika.
That's crazy.
I reckon that's what how strong his Conqueror's haki
I'm
is.
excited to see it, and what does it do for him fighting strong opponents? What is the purpose of Conquerors? Is it just something cool that...
I think if you have Conquerors, you have massive
will.
endurance
Yeah,
and will.
yeah.
Let's talk about Luffy's endurance.
It's brutal.
It is top tier endurance. Top tier endurance. And people are going to say, we haven't seen this before.
Maybe we have with Rob Luch.
Yeah, pre-time skip. Well, people who say
Luffy-
this is an ass pull because Luffy hasn't done this before in the New World, bullshit.
Yeah,
Alright? With Mingo, he used Gear 4, he ran out of energy.
yeah,
Different. It's not like Mingo kicked the shit out of him for like hours.
yeah.
It's a different circumstance. We have not seen Luffy take this much damage in the New World.
This
Or ever,
this
period.
This is the most exhausted and damaged he's ever been, I'm gonna say, in the story. He's bleeding, apart from the Alkaid punch.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it went through his chest, apart from his side. But whatever. Like this is brutality that Oda very rarely goes into. It's hype. It shows this. I love this fight for one reason, Christian. Luffy's determination and will to keep on getting up.
Luffy has that willpower, man.
Well,
That's how it is.
the one thing that Luffy definitely has over Katakuri is will. We know this.
Oh, Luffy's endurance is just like, he's got to win that fight.
Yeah.
If it comes down to endurance, Luffy wins.
And, people might say, they're upset that Luffy's going to win this fight. This is my response.
Luffy already won the moral fight.
Understand what's happening. Take all the biases out of your mind and look at it fact for fact. Alright? Katakuri is superior to Luffy at the start with speed and power. Gear 2 and Gear 3, we saw that direct comparison. Okay? Then, right, we see Gear 4 and it absolutely wrecks him. Now, is Gear 4 equal to the Power Mochi? I would say Gear 4 is stronger than the Power Mochi.
They never clash, yeah.
Because Katakuri is specifically manipulating Luffy's body, so Luffy can't actually get the hits off.
Yeah.
We saw Gear 4 absolutely destroy Katakuri in various ways. I'm going to say Luffy's strength is higher, physically, in Gear 4.
In Gear 4, yeah, I'll give you that.
Now,
Speed, I'll give you that too.
speed, Katakuri, in Gear 4, I'm going to say Luffy's faster than Katakuri.
He overwhelmed him.
In attack speed. Katakuri has obviously better Haki skills.
Yes.
Alright. But what Katakuri doesn't have, and what's crucial to this, is endurance and stamina.
Because he's a semi-Logia.
He's a Logia, he's using his Adele fruit ability constantly. He's using his Haki all the time.
To dodge.
Every attack Luffy throws is Haki wasted.
What does Katakuri say at the start of this fight? When was the last time I got hit?
Yeah.
Low endurance. Because he's a Logia.
Now, Christian, people talk about Akainu and, blah blah blah, fighting 5 days. People talk about...
I've already explained this multiple times.
Yeah. See, Luffy and Katakuri are equal, let's say it. Because,
Katakuri said it.
Katakuri said it. That means Oda saying it. That means it's true.
Yes.
Now...
I mean, they don't have the same stats, but their stat total equals the same amount.
Yeah. Luffy will win this fight. We've seen that. We know that. Will it be a draw? Maybe.
I'm thinking a draw right now.
A draw as in they hit each other at the same time and they both collapse.
And then Katakuri becomes a rival.
Problem with that, Christian. How does Luffy actually get out of the mirror world? Because Brule would just assume...
I don't know. He, wins the heart over... He inspires Brule, and then Brule saves him.
Do you want to see that, or do you want to see Luffy win? What makes more sense?
I don't want to see... Because Katakuri realized his character flaw.
Yeah.
Right? And now they're fighting for fighting's sake. They're fighting for their own individual ideas.
My idea is...
So, does Katakuri deserve to lose? Let me say you that. Is Katakuri a bad guy, and does he deserve to lose? Not anymore.
He doesn't deserve to lose, but...
Why would Luffy beat him?
He needs to lose, because Luffy needs to surpass him.
Yeah, I know, but there's no moral victory in Luffy winning.
Yeah.
Because Katakuri's already realized his character fault.
The thing is, right, this is how I solve the situation. Somehow, both of them end up in Chocolate Town before the fight ends. Oven's like, fuck it, let's go, let's fuck him up. But Katakuri now will be like, leave the fuck alone. This is a fight between me and Luffy. They fight in the square of Chocolate Town at 1 PM or whatever. Everyone's watching. Then they both get knocked out.
And then the crew arrives.
That, in my mind, is the way how it works. And then both crews collect their bodies. But I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how this is going to end. If Luffy doesn't win...
That's what
it's going to be... If Luffy doesn't win, it's going to be very convoluted of how it
he escapes.
How he escapes.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of
Unless
things
like
that
the Straw Hats somehow
Where is
get a.
Brulee? Unless,
Yeah, that's what I'm
unless
saying.
someone steals Brulee, goes into the mirror world.
That's what I'm saying. There's like Brulee can still be stolen.
So like Sanji beats Oven or whatever.
Steals Brulee
Steals Brulee, goes into the mirror world.
and gets Luffy
And
and
observe
gets
Luffy
out.
winning.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. Because we know this will be the last thing before the arc finishes.
Oh, the last thing will be Big Mom doing a final bit.
Yeah, but like the climax of the arc will be Luffy winning, yeah?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Christian, thoughts on how this solo chapter elevated the arc? A few points.
Because it ties everything together.
Yeah.
If my theory is correct, it ties everything together.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the start of this podcast, everyone was up in arms. You know, where's this arc going? What's happening? We want to go to Wano. We told you to wait.
To wait.
Oda ties everything up in a nice little bow. You've gotten a little taste of what Oda could do in one chapter.
One chapter, he's flipped the table.
One chapter, he's flipped the table and everyone's having a good time. No one's talking about Wano now. We're all talking about Luffy and Katakuri.
This is amazing character writing on display. And people are going to say, oh, it doesn't make any sense.
It's an ass pull.
It's an ass pull. I just explained it half an hour ago why everything makes sense.
It makes sense. Maybe a little bit too quick.
Alright, I'll give you that. It's maybe a little bit too quick and maybe a little too subtle.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
This is a children's show. This is a children's manga. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more clear. I imagine...
No, this is what I imagine happened.
No, this is what's going to happen, Christian. This is what is actually going to happen. We understand that there's a fair bit of material to go through until Luffy wins, yeah? Mm-hmm. Every time we'll cut back to this fight, Katakuri will have inner monologue.
About whatever.
About Luffy. And how he respects Luffy and what his ideology is. Probably more flashback. Probably thinking about his life.
Probably get his flashback.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Because things need to happen before this arc finishes. Now, how quickly is Oda going to wrap this up? My mind's probably changed now because this is a more in-depth character moment for Katakuri and we need more development. And that development takes time.
We've had development.
We've had development.
We've had massive development.
But Christian, have you seen it in the community? People don't understand it.
Well, it's their fault.
I think it's on the part of Oda to maybe
Make it a little bit more clear.
one more chapter to explain character motivation and things like that.
But then it cheapens the message.
See, it doesn't because then people actually understand it and think about the message.
Or he's going to start saying to himself, oh, I realized that I was an idiot and now I'm an individual and now...
No, he just needs to think about his life and Luffy and how that compares. That's all he needs to think about. He doesn't need to be clear. But, like, do we need to see more punching? No. We've seen enough punching from this
Yeah,
fight.
we've seen enough punching.
All we need is a finisher. And Luffy unlocking whatever he gets.
Yeah.
But that's all we need to think about.
This is like true man shit, this chapter.
And that's why like 90%
Everyone
everyone
loves
loves it because it connects to your own heart. Of what
this is true pride and true morals of a man, right?
See, people that have any kind of scruples love this character moment.
Is it stupid in the long run? Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Katakuri injuring himself is a stupid move. Yes.
And Luffy echoes Shanks' thoughts that this is a pirate battle, there is no fair.
I will admit, it's a stupid move, but the character moment
It's important.
outweighs that 20 times.
And it makes you respect Katakuri even more.
Exactly. It makes you respect the man.
Yeah.
Because I've already said it, right?
Oda's job is to make you feel for these characters. And everyone already loved Katakuri just because of his strength. Now we understand his mental capacity.
He had superficial pride, and now he has actual pride.
Kind of like the community loving him for superficial reasons, and now they love him for the theoretical
Exactly.
reasons.
Also, Flambe, worst person ever. Worst fucking part of society.
She's just a fucking annoying. Holy shit.
She's just a stupid fangirl.
And she's 15, so...
Alright? She's just a stupid fangirl. Once she realizes that there's the actual person behind the facade, it shatters her dreams and superficial bullshit, and she can't handle that.
Do you think that's interesting, because you compared Flambe to the community affair a couple of chapters ago?
It's superficial bullshit.
Do you think the people that reject Katakuri now are just
No one rejects Katakuri now.
the same?
Absolutely not.
I'm sure someone on the internet rejects Katakuri.
Yeah, someone does, because, oh, he's incompetent, oh, all that bullshit. But Flambe represents the worst part of society.
Yeah.
And that is superficial liking of a thing because it's cool.
Yeah.
Not because it stands for something, and because it means something.
I mean, people are like, why does she hate Katakuri? He looks sick. But think about actually saying that in real life. It'd be horrific.
Yeah. But, like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She has an idea of what Katakuri is. A man about aesthetics.
Yeah.
She doesn't care what he stands for. All she cares about is his aesthetic.
He rips off his...
His mystique, his coolness. That's all he cares about.
He rips off his clothing, his physical, his
Mystique.
properties.
He rips off his superficial bullshit and presents himself as a human being.
As a man to man.
As a man, right? He's willing to expose himself as he truly is in this fight between men.
Now, Christian, I'll ask you this question. Maybe we'll get something interesting out of it. What's Katakuri's deal after this arc?
He becomes a rifleman. He leaves the Big Mom Pirates.
He leaves the Big Mom Pirates. A massive blow for Big Mom. But,
Yeah.
like... What, is he going to make the Katakuri Pirates? Like, what's the story? Is he just going to be like a dude on a coffin
He just
boat
becomes a
running
traveler.
around?
Yeah, he just becomes a traveling guy exploring the world, trying to find his own
What's
purpose.
his goal?
To find a purpose, because his whole life he has been under his mother's wing.
Yeah.
His whole life he's been controlled by his mother.
Now, we should this man's 40-something.
It's like 48.
Interesting.
He's gonna go explore the world, or he's gonna become Luffy's rival.
And when is he going to come back in the story?
Maybe he comes back and helps Luffy in the final war.
Helps. It was a crocodile deal, maybe.
Yeah, hell yeah. Katakuri's not a bad guy. He could come back easily in the story. He's Vegeta. Katakuri is Vegeta.
Do you think Katakuri will train and then... I don't know. When Big Mom eventually gets knocked out, he takes her place? As the new Yonko of the...
No, I think he completely abandons Whole Cake.
Completely abandons it.
He completely abandons that part of his
He
life.
still cares about his family, though. Like, he
Does
still
he?
cares.
After this news gets out,
But
everyone's gonna reject him.
he's still willing to, like, fight
That's-
for his family.
No. He's not.
He just wants to fight Luffy.
This chapter is him rejecting his collective identity as a Big Mom pirate and as the pillar of the Big Mom Pirates.
Why doesn't he just walk away, then?
Because he wants to prove himself as an individual in a duel between men.
Right. Okay.
So he abandons this bullshit story about how cool he is.
Yep.
He realizes himself as a true individual.
Okay. Christian, final thoughts on the chapter. Do you want to give us a rating?
10 out of 10, fucking masterpiece. This is why Oda is the king of manga.
See, these chapters come out to collect everything and make everything click. Make everything
It's a beautiful
clear.
story.
Do we think we'll get everything wrapped up this arc the way we got this wrapped up? Do you think everything will pay off? Because everyone's upset.
Yes, everything will pay off. Oda always pays off.
This is the beautiful thing about Oda.
He always pays off.
He gives us 100 chapters of setup. The build up is ridiculous.
Let me ask you this, Eric. What's the theme of the Fourth Grand Ninja War? Nothing. War is bad. Oh, war is bad. That's the theme.
It's not even that. Like, I don't even.
Like,
know it's
what?
about. It's just ninjas fighting ninjas.
You should what? You should forgive mass murderers.
It's weird.
There's no themes in other shonen.
Yeah, they're just cool stuff.
This is cool flashing lights. Oda puts the work in with his writing, and I find it offensive when people say his writing is sloppy. Incorrect. Just incorrect.
It's
Who else puts the effort in the themes, in the writing, in a shonen battle other than Oda? Who does this?
People like to see hype systems and power scaling and fights, and that's fine. That's what we're all kind of into here. Mm-hmm. But, go a little deeper with the themes. Understand what's happening. Instead of, being like, this doesn't make sense because I don't want to understand it.
Oh,
Go deeper,
We'll
people.
go deep. What has Oda explored with his arcs, right?
Yeah.
Well, what a kingdom means,
Yeah.
right? That's the one major plot in Alabasta. What a kingdom is, what manipulation is with Crocodile, right? Skypiea, colonialism. That's a deep topic.
Yeah.
No one's willing to tackle. All right. Enies Lobby, justice. What is justice? You know, doing evil things to justify the safety of others.
Yeah.
That's a deep theme, right? Marineford arc, right? Doing whatever it takes to save your family from death.
Yeah.
Right? It's about family. It's about what it means to be a family.
It's about Whitebeard's character as well.
Yeah, Whitebeard's family. What it means to be a father.
Yeah.
What it means to care about your children.
Yeah.
What else are the big things? Fishman Island's all about racism.
Yeah.
Oda tackles racism.
Oda tackles big ideas than just
Oda tackles big ideas.
flashing lights and
And cool colours, right?
Yeah.
There's always a theme.
Yeah.
Just also again manipulation. You know, coercion tactics. You know, Mingo's the puppet master. That kind of deep themes. Oda always puts themes into his arcs.
And Luffy always breaks.
And it's always about people who disrespect freedom.
Yeah.
And Luffy always breaks it.
It's like Luffy punching Bellamy in the head.
Yeah.
That's what Luffy does every arc to every theory.
To every ideology.
Ideology. He punches
Every
it.
evil ideology. Or
Punches it in the
counter ideology.
Yeah.
You know? Luffy's all about freedom. So this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Again.
Christian, we're looking forward to the future.
Very much so.
Next chapter, thoughts.
Next chapter, Capone stuff.
Capone stuff, interesting thought.
Maybe Sanji and the Straw Hat stuff. Because that's what's left. I mean, I really doubt. We might start the Katakuri in the final round. Couple pages punching.
Maybe. I'd imagine there's a time skip of about an hour.
No, you can't do it.
There's a time skip for the people to arrive at their destinations. There needs to be that time skip. It's going to jump an hour. I don't want to see people travel. I'm tired of seeing people travel the sea.
But if the time drops to an hour, then we missed an hour of the Luffy Katakuri
That's
fight.
fine. We've seen enough punching. We'll
But
get
we-
enough.
We need at least to start the round if we're going to time skip. Because we didn't know what this fighting entails. You can't just like time skip and it's like what happened. So maybe like a couple pages.
The time skip could have already happened this chapter.
Yeah, because we've been in Mirror World.
Yeah.
So we'll come back.
We'll come out an hour before where we left out.
I don't know about an hour, but we'll come back.
It'll be an hour. How many hours are left? Like
3
hours. We have to eventually. What do we have? 9 o'clock.
2.5 hours. I think it's 9:30.
Yeah, Christian. We actually need to get the Chocolate Town at 1. It's not. We're gonna fight. We're gonna end the arc at 1. It's gonna get the Chocolate Town at 1.
I know.
So
We still got smoothies there.
and imagine we see the fleets. Maybe Gerber. I've been saying Gerber for like 10 chapters.
But we need to know how Capone escaped.
Yeah,
That kind of stuff.
It'll be a chapter by itself. He'll just be on the island.
And we get nothing.
He ships fast. That's enough.
One of the paddles broken. One of the paddles
They're
broken.
starting to get damaged. I don't think they specifically broke off. They lifted them because they were starting to damage.
I guess that's fair.
And Big Mom's apparently slower on.
Prometheus, obviously, because Prometheus is not a trouble.
There you go. I don't need an explanation of how they got to Liquor Town.
At least a page of like, oh, our ship's faster. Otherwise, people will be like, oh, how does this make sense?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter to you,
Alright.
but it might matter to some people out there.
So we have the brigade outside Chocolate Town. Mm-hmm. We're thinking German turns up. Surely German turns up to fight this fleet.
Eventually. I'm not convinced they're turning up this chapter.
See, Christian, I was unclear on last week, and I made the call that we'll go into the Mirror World because we literally have nowhere else to go. Mm-hmm. Now I'm confused again. I don't know where we're gonna go. I don't want to see two pages of everyone because that's just to me a wasted chapter.
Well, people, as you've been saying, right? People need to understand where the story's going.
We need to move characters around. I understand that's like crucial and important. Mm-hmm. What am I gonna predict? I'm gonna say. Maybe Straw Hat's pudding.
Trash pudding debacle.
Yeah. Just to pass time that's interesting. While we move.
I think we're gonna get that. I think we're gonna get Capone stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's Capone's plan on the island to assassinate Big Mom?
Okay.
I think we're gonna get that.
That's good.
Alright. What's next?
Christian, next topic.
How strong is Shanks?
Give us a deal. Hang on, give it. What do you got first this week, Christian, on this glorious topic?
How strong is Shanks? We try and answer this question every week. And of course, the answer every week is Shanks is the God King.
Yes.
Strongest man in the verse. And today, I bring you the most obvious evidence.
Yep.
This is actually one of the most important pieces of evidence.
Give
right?
it to me.
Shanks walks a Whitebeard ship,
The best part.
knocks out goons,
Yep.
and destroys his ship a little bit.
Without pulsing the Conquerors.
Without pulsing conquerors. It's just seeping out of his epicness, of
Yeah.
his godhood.
Yep.
I think this is important to talk about because we saw conquerors
This week.
This week.
Christian, it's just we talked about what we think Conqueror's gonna be, and it's just a hype mechanism that I enjoy very much.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
It's very cool. All right, Shanks is gonna walk. Shanks walking knocks out people.
It's an issue for people.
It's an issue for people.
Now, I want to talk about
Itself.
Shanks for a little bit. Haki Lightning constantly thoughts.
Oh, definitely. He's gonna be like,
Please give it to me.
he's gonna be like Super Saiyan 2's Black Lighting around him constantly.
Christian, how many chapters do we have until we see the glory?
I assume one of 200. Wherever it's like 50.
You got longer these arcs. But I'll give it to you.
350
I'll give it
chapters.
to you. Oda doesn't know how long arcs.
350 chapters until we see Shanks in
350,
action.
what is that? We're almost at 900, so give it like 1200 or so.
Let's just go 1300.
1300. It's a conservative.
Probably.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I could see it later. I could see it. I couldn't see it earlier.
Yeah, pretty much.
So.
Shanks is the God King, as
How
always.
many years is that, Christian? Too
Well,
many.
there's 40 chapters a year.
So
if
it's
Oda goes this
almost
pace.
10 years.
Like 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Until the end of One Piece.
Christian, just thinking about the end gets me excited, but I want to move on.
Alright, let's move on. Shanks is the God King. Shanks will always be the God King. That's it for How Strong is Shanks.
Next topic, Christian.
Power scale.
Power scale. Now, Christian, who went first last week? Was it me or you? Do you
I think it was
remember?
me.
Me? Do you want me to go now?
Yeah, man.
Now, Christian, I bring hype to the table most weeks.
We're getting pretty full on hype.
What do you think I picked?
I want you to pick someone in low high.
You want me to pick someone in low high?
So,
Well, I haven't done that this week.
okay.
But I want to talk about Zabo. I want to talk about Right Hand Man to Revolutionary. I want to talk about the hype of Zabo.
Zabo. Fuck.
This is interesting because he just got the Mera no Mi. We saw him absolutely brutalize Burgess. Just brutalize him. No question asked. There wasn't even a fight. He was chilling out with Fujitora. Fucked up her steals. That's a feat.
What do you think?
He needs to think deeply.
Right hand man to dragon.
Yes.
Haki master.
Yes.
Dragon technique master.
Yes.
Merima no Mi.
We saw his power in Dressrosa.
Destroy the Colosseum.
Must be
Toe to toe
bare,
with.
bare,
Toe to toe.
min- bare minimum must be
Bare minimum
equal
high.
to Ace. Must be
Oh, bare minimum.
bare minimum.
Easily.
Bare minimum.
I'll put him above Ace any day.
Bare minimum.
He
That's-
fought with Fujitora.
Yeah. He didn't even sweat.
He fought with Rob Luch in Film Gold.
Not canon.
It's canon in my heart.
It's canon in your mind, but it's not canon.
Alright? Because Rob Luch is hype. He's right hand man. So,
He has the Mera.
so I'm putting him right hand man level.
Right hand man level Christian high.
Set as high.
You putting him in Doflamingo territory.
Right hand man level.
Christian, I'm tempted to go high. That
You're putting him with Al Qainu.
I'm putting him with Admirals.
Admiral. You think
Admirals.
Zabo's Admiral tier?
Now Dragon must be Fleet Admiral level or higher. Must be. To even have a fighting chance.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay? That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
He needs people to take on the Admirals. We see... How old's Zabo, Christian? 20-something?
23?
23. Where will Luffy be when he's 23?
Oh, Pirate King.
And, whose brother is Luffy? Zabo.
Yeah.
These people are ridiculous in growth. Alright? Ace included. Second command of the Whitebeard Pirates is very young.
Here's why I can't agree with you.
Tell me.
Because Mihawk's in that tier.
Christian, now we stipulate...
I can't agree with that.
We stipulate that the tier doesn't mean a versus match.
I understand this.
Okay?
Alright, these are the people in the high tier. Al-Qaeda.
Yep.
Mihawk.
Yep.
Garp. Sengoku.
Now, you know my thoughts about Mihawk.
You think Mihawk's Yonko level?
My thoughts about Mihawk aside. Okay?
Alright? Zabo, I'm willing to put high tier. Because he's the right-hand man.
Now,
He's the right-hand man.
it's absolutely disgusting that you insist that Rayleigh stays at high tier. Absolutely
Rayleigh stays in high tier.
Absolutely filthy. Absolutely filthy. Christian, we saw him chill the fuck out with Fujitora.
Mate, we don't know what that fight was.
He did. There was no sweat on either side. Okay, they were just feeling each other out. A fight could have taken place, and who knows the victor? Okay,
Fujitora!
no, you
Yes.
can't say Fujitora. You
Yes!
can't say Fujitora. You know why?
Fucking stupid.
Because Burgess got absolutely cheesed out, and he's a part of a Yonko crew.
I'm saying,
Burgess got clowned out. Christian, what do you thought of that?
one,
fight?
we didn't see that whole fight. We only saw the final blow.
We saw a fair bit.
We saw like 3 hits.
yeah.
And that fight was going on for a while.
We understand his flashback that he's like training with Kuma at like 10.
Yes.
Christian.
He's very powerful.
Christian, I was
That's
saying-
not canon. He didn't do anything.
Didn't he fight?
That's not canon.
Is that not canon?
That's not canon.
That's anime.
That's anime. That's not canon.
Christian, we understand that Zabo is very impressive. All right, we're gonna start at high. You're gonna say
I'll start at high.
you're gonna say Mingo level.
I think
Zabo,
he could beat Mingo.
Zabo would beat Mingo. Zabo would beat Mingo.
He doesn't have pre-break yet.
It doesn't matter.
Really?
It really doesn't matter.
Really?
Fire burns strings. That's my theory.
Mingo can fly.
Zabo could fly.
I mean, can he?
We saw him fly.
Did we?
Yeah, he did.
Did we see him
sorta-
fly?
we sorta did.
Ace couldn't fly, and he's a master of his fruit.
Well, we never saw Ace fly. Okay,
Ace can't fly.
I'd imagine. Christian, we've seen him jump ridiculous heights.
Yeah, alright, he can jump
Okay.
ridiculously high, but he can't fly.
And it doesn't matter.
I think he could beat Mingo. I'm willing to put him in the high tier. I'm not willing to put him on the same level as Admirals.
Why?
Because if I do that, I have to put other right-hand man on the level of Admirals.
Do you think he could beat Garp right now? You don't think?
Garp the Fist is a Haki master. He is a Rokishi Styles master.
We've seen Zabo, very impressive haki. All right. Don't be talking
get
about.
it.
Don't be talking about the.
But
Dragon
he's
Fist.
the legendary hero of the Navy.
So you're telling
Haki.
me Dragon, second in command,
Mm-hmm.
is only high tier?
Yes. Big Mom second in command. High tier.
Alright. Let's not talk about that.
Alright, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Right hand men are not as strong as Admirals.
Okay.
I'm just not having it.
But this isn't a pirate crew. This is a revolutionary army.
Yeah, we don't even know how strong Dragon is.
Okay. Christian,
And Dragon could have multiple people on Zabo's level.
so you're reserving Zabo for later. You want to see more from Zabo, is what you're telling me.
Yes. We have no idea what his endurance is. Never taken a hit. Alright? We imagine it's high because he wasn't a Logia. But no, he
Christian,
is.
this is your power scale. I'm saying high. You can say high.
But why high? You gotta give me a reason for why high.
High. He has the Mirror.
So what? Ace had the Mirror.
Fantastic. He was fighting Fujitora. Nothing happened. He was in no danger.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Zoro.
He was in no danger. Zoro was in danger. He got put in a hole.
Yeah, he got out.
Very hard to get out.
He got out.
Zoro was put in a hole. Zama was not put in a hole.
Luffy battled Fujitora for a bit.
Fujitora did not want to fight Luffy.
Oh, really? Because he did say, I'm not letting you escape, Short Hat.
Christian, don't try to pretend that Zama is not hype.
Sabo's hype. He's close to high. I am not willing.
He's on the edge.
I'm not willing to put him in the same tier as Alkainu, Mihawk, Garp, and Sengoku. That's insanity.
You know what? I'm gonna say edge of high, and high. Right on the edge, teetering on the edge.
I can't put that on the scale. He's gonna have to round down.
Fine,
He rounds down to high.
fine. You can put him high. That's
Ridiculous
That's on you, bud.
high tier. Put him on the same pedestal as Alkainu and Mihawk.
Go on then. You're next.
Maybe in the future we can put him there.
Yeah.
Because we might see him do
Just
more.
like Rayleigh's gonna move up.
Rayleigh's not... Every week. Today I bring you the worst character
Okay.
in the whole Cake Island story.
Why? Who you brought this week, Christian? It's very confusing. Who you gonna tell me?
Flambe.
You want to talk about Flambe?
I want to talk about Flambe because I want to put people in the garbage tier.
How she's not in the garbage tier, but
Where is she though? That's an interesting question.
she has silent bullets. That's all we really know.
She and Luffy.
She hit Luffy with those silent bullets. That's something.
She has Devil Fruit of sorts.
We assume she has a devil fruit.
She could be half fisherman.
Yeah, whatever with the devil fruit. Like, you think she's on the level of Spandam? Is that
I'm pretty good at trash tier.
She's not trash here.
You reckon Arlong could have beat her?
I reckon she's at least in the Arlong. Like,
She gets knocked out by Conqueror's Haki.
do you think Arlong will get knocked out by Luffy and Katakuri? Yeah.
Surely Arlong has more will. Surely Arlong has more will than
Arlong's a
Flampe.
Sandman, Chris.
Arlong is a Sandman. But here's the thing. Flampe is even worse.
I wouldn't say trash tier just because Spandam's in there, and Spandam literally can't do anything.
Spandam has a weapon. That's an elephant.
He doesn't do anything with it. At least
I mean, he
at least-
bitch slaps Robin around for a bit.
Christian, Flambe has 1 feat. She damaged Luffy. That's a feat. Alright?
Arlong damaged Luffy.
How long? That's not the same thing. You know it's not
I want to put her in the trash tier.
I would say low.
I want to put her in
because
the trash.
The trash tier. I know you want to put her in the trash because
She
you hate
is
her.
fucking trash.
But like, we have to look at facts here.
What are the facts? Tell me the
Her
facts.
bullets are like quick and
Silent.
and
Oh
dead-
no.
It went through
Oh.
Luffy's body and he's made of rubber. Bullets don't do that.
It's a needle. It's pointy. It's sharp.
Hmm.
Luffy's weakness.
Christian, I don't see her beating Mr. One. I don't see her beating Arlong, but she wiped the floor with Spandam.
Yeah, I'm putting her in the fucking trash tier.
I don't know, like, I get that you hate her and, like, no one likes her.
Look at the feats, right? Look at the feats. 1 feat. Hit Luffy with her silent needle.
Yeah.
Alright? Oh no. Alright? Don Krieg has bullshit gimmicks like that.
Yeah, but, like, Don Creed was, like, in like, the Grand Line.
Yeah, I'm saying she's that low. She has nothing going for her. She gets knocked out by Conqueror's Haki.
What's Spandam's feat? Give me a feat for Spandam, and then we can maybe judge.
He keeps on copping Robin punishment and surviving.
Okay.
He cops explosions to the face and survives.
Yeah.
Alright? He copped Frankie punching him in the face and survives.
What about an attacking feat? Do you have that for me? Do you have a...
I mean, he throws his elephant around and it, Frankie suplexes it.
You know what the worst part about Spandam is?
What?
His weapon that just confuses the
Funk
community.
Freed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every weapon now has to have a devil fruit.
Now, let's not get into that, because that's could be in the world's worst theory.
Okay. Christian, like, I understand they want to put in the trash tier.
Dude, she has no feats and she gets knocked out by Conqueror's Haki. She is trash.
Fine. We'll put her in the trash tier if you're
Flampe,
happy.
trash tier. I don't know why you were defending Flampe.
I just think she's, like, around the Big Bub Pirates. Maybe she wouldn't be in the trash tier.
She's 15.
Yeah. She is 15. That's a good point. Sure. We'll go trash tier.
She's a child.
Yeah.
Trash tier.
Christian, we talked about Zabo. We put him in the high tier. We talked about
Flampe, put her in the
put him
trash
in
tier.
the trash tier. Maybe we'll do... something interesting next week for you. Yeah, maybe you'll pick a character that's
I need to fill these slots.
All right, you need to fill the slots. I get it, but like Flampe is just like
It's relevant to this arc.
it's not fun.
It is fun. We got some fun out of that. Debating
Okay.
if she's lore or trash.
Now, Christian, I believe that brings us to the end of the
End of the show.
podcast. What do you want? What we didn't do our, we didn't talk much at the start of the podcast. Christian,
So why don't you get straight into it?
One Piece week this week.
The One Piece week.
Thoughts on the community this week?
Oh,
It's been hard.
Ha 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 ha.
It's been
Alright,
it's been a little bit refreshing as well.
not originally. I was in the spoiler
Christian,
thread.
the salt mines.
The salt mines of the One Piece Oro Jackson
Keep on
waiting.
telling you not to go into the pre-spoilers. Not even the spoilers, the pre-spoilers you go into, and you talk to like 3 dudes.
It's the same thing, guys, every week.
Yeah.
But like, I went there to see the spoilers. And all whole hell's breaking loose.
Yeah.
Why did Karakuri stab himself? This is an ass pull. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
A clear example of wait for the fucking chapter before you lose your mind.
Okay.
Alright?
Because it was hype. And everybody, almost, not...
Everyone acknowledges this hype. If you don't acknowledge this hype, there's something wrong with you and you don't understand characterization or character development or what a man is.
Or just hype things in general. Now, Christian, I was impressed this week because we were talking about it and I thought the community would react poorly.
I mean, some people are.
Because I thought their souls
We're dead.
were lost and dead and beaten. But,
No.
as we've said before, hype cures all illness.
If something's hype enough, people are going to ignore anything.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the whole Dragon Ball Super anime. But we'll get to that later.
Christian, don't talk about the Super anime until we get to it, okay?
We might get to it. More might have a rant about how terrible that fucking anime
But
is.
anyway, so the community sold this week. Maybe they're back on the trade.
Oh, they're back on the train.
Maybe they're back on board.
Hawkeye Khan saved.
And more payoff to come very shortly.
Surely. But I was telling you this at the start of when we started the
Just
show.
gonna- ladies and gentlemen, all Owner asks is 2 years of your life until
Owner-
you get payoff,
no.
okay?
I said at the start of this, when we first started this show, the ending of an arc is always hype.
And we're starting to
Always
get
hype.
that.
And we're starting to get the payoff right now. It's
good.
Hype as fuck.
What about... I don't know, what about the anime this week? Anything... It's
It's like
weird shit.
weird. Like nothing.
Just
It's always alright.
Stuff. We see Katakuri next week. That's fun.
We do. The hype man, the man that saved the arc.
At a Katakuri. Funimation, not Funimation. Toei are just like, we need to show Katakuri.
Get him in here now. We need
get those
merchandise.
views. To get those
We need
views.
sell that
Oh,
merchandise.
they need that merchandise.
Sell that
they gotta
Katakuri
sell that
merchandise.
hard, ladies and
He's like
gentlemen.
the new Mingo or the new Law.
Yeah, because, like, fuck doing anything for Big Mom, but characters are just too annoying.
Yeah.
Katakuri's hype. Love it. Christian, anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
No, I'm all good. I'm
You're
all
all
hyped
good.
up. Very good chapter.
Ladies and
this week.
gentlemen,
Very good discussion.
any qualms or issues at Christian, where can you find it, Christian?
C _Tolato on Twitter.
You can find me at Eric Tolato on Twitter.
Read my stuff on TolatoComics.com.
Support the official release, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Just buy it. Just buy it. Don't think about it. Just buy
$3 a
it.
month.
Support Oda. He puts hard work into these chapters.
He actually writes a story,
Yeah.
unlike other people who just write fights.
Yeah. And complicated power systems that don't mean anything. And political arcs that also don't mean
I
anything.
mean, if you want to get into Hunter x Hunter, we might get into it.
But I think that'll be it for this week. Share us with your friends.
Indeed.
I'm trying very desperately to get this on any kind of podcast material
What's
websites.
going on with that?
It's just a bunch of bullshit that I have to jump
Semantics?
through hoops. Tech isn't working. Always tech issues, ladies and gentlemen. If you go do anything on a computer, you always have issues. Every week, there's a problem.
Story of my life. Take issues.
But with that, we'll be here next week with another fresh, riveting take on One Piece.
Always
I
got
was-
takes here.
With that, ladies and gentlemen,
Shanks is the God King.
good night.
You dropped your paper.